Today's socks were knit from the 2019 Advent skein from the Cozy Knitter. I bought this yarn when I went to Knit City that year. It was the #1 item on my list, so I picked it up as soon as we got there. Good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 19. It is so nice to wake up to no rain and no snow. I think we're supposed to get a few showers today and maybe even the odd flurry, but I'm not really expecting anything too terrible. Apparently there is fresh snow on the mountains, but I can't see it at the moment because they are all covered in cloud. I know all of our mountain passes did have weather and travel advisories yesterday and last night, and I think at least one into this morning because they were expecting quite a bit of snow. I'm feeling a little rough today. I got to bed later than planned and then could have easily slept later. I hit snooze a couple of times this morning and I've only had like one sip of tea so far. I wanted to get in the shower right away and be ready for when my friend gets here in a while. I'm glad I don't have anything major planned today where I need, brain power, because I'm not sure I could do it. Last night I worked on my scrappy socks last night, knowing I wouldn't have a lot of time this morning. So I put in Sleeping Murder. I love that pop of yellow there. And then I just have a very small amount of Tea and Scandal at the Vicarage. But according to what I've been using up on other stripes, I think I'm still going to be okay. I'm just going to have very little left, but they are really coming along. I think it's just one more color. No, this color will go in. This is day 21, and then, or color 21, and then 22, 23, 24 are going to be for the cuff. So we're definitely reaching the end of these socks, so that's exciting. Advent, Yarn Ink Advent. Today, day 19. Every ending is a new beginning. That is true. That is true. Ooh, look how that shows up in this morning's light. It's a little bit brighter on camera than it is in real life, at least what I can see, but I find what I see on my phone looks brighter, but then when I go to edit it usually is about right. This is yesterday's, so you can see it's a little bit lighter, and I did already snap a little bit of footage. Snap, that sounds like so old-fashioned. I did take a little bit of footage of the whole gradient, which I'll pop in here. It is late in the evening, and as I sat down to edit today's episode, I realized that I'd lost some footage that I'd recorded this morning. So today's episode is even shorter than I'd anticipated. I knew it wouldn't be long, but I thought it would be a little longer. In any case, I had a wonderful visit with my friend today. We talked for hours and hours and hours and vowed yet again that we won't let so much time go by between visits. So hopefully we can stick to that. While we were chatting down here, I was looking out the window behind her and several times saw a hummingbird go through our yard. And one time I even saw 2 of them. So we had brought our feeders in during the fall, I guess. We saw very little action over the summer, didn't feel like it was necessary to leave them up. But tonight I made some more nectar and we hung one of the feeders back up, hoping that we will see some regular activity. We have the Anna's hummingbirds that will overwinter in this region if they have enough resources. So here's hoping that we will attract them to our yard. So I'm going to go add this onto the meager footage that I already have and call it a night. And so I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 20. Thanks for joining me today for day 19. Good night.